Have you ever been to Amsterdam?
Yeah.
I feel like you get in some weird shit in Amsterdam.
We went to a sex show. I took my girlfriend over there, and we went and watched this sex show. And it was, the main stars were out. I guess it was like a flu going around, and so they had some real third stringers on the wheel.
They had the B team.
Oh, dude, they had the fucking water boy and his female cousin in there. You know, I mean, this is something in your country they probably would have ate these people, Chin Yun. But here's what I'm saying is that it was like a lazy Susan, right? And so you get in you get in a little room that are all around this lazy Susan, and your little room has a window that faces.
Wait, what's a lazy Susan?
A lazy Susan's like a thing that spins around that your grandmother had, like if you opened her drawer.
Okay.
And you would spin it.
Yeah. So there's windows all around this lazy Susan.
Yeah, there's windows all around this lazy Susan. And you go in and you get your little booth and you can go stand in there and watch it through your window to see the lazy Susans. So you can see a few other people kind of vaguely who are in their windows.
You can't see them doing like jacking off and nothing.
You can't see them, but you can guess that they're probably jacking off.
Okay.
And then you can see it a little bit in your head, in your imagination.
Yeah, and then what was going on the...
So I was in there. Oh, it's too fucking... I mean, it was like the guy could barely even fuck, dude. It was like he had just won like a fuck drawing somewhere that he never thought he would win, but he did all the entries. And it was like he was fucking somebody. It was like he was fucking somebody he knew he wasn't supposed to be fucking, It's like the first couple of times, like you ever pierce yourself, but you don't put it all the way through the first time. You just kind of keep checking for where it's okay. That was this dude, bro. It was like.
He's just trying to figure it out on the fly.
Oh, yeah.
He has a crowd.
He was just working freelance, man.
And the girl was not hot?
Oh, the girl was not hot, bro. And then here's the crazy thing. Then I didn't want to watch him fuck.
No, I wouldn't either.
You have to stay in your little cage until
he finishes?
No, please no. Please no, dude.
Please no.
Well, I don't want that.
I thought those were the rules, son.
No, you just have to stay in there until there's a certain amount of time. I think it's 3 minutes. Something you get in there before your door open up.
Oh, thank God.
So then you're like locked into watching these people fuck, dude. And it got harrowing, man. Oh. I was like cheering at first for somebody, and then I wasn't. And then I just it's like when you don't want to watch the game anymore.
Yeah, you're just over it. You're like, turn this shit off.
Before they even had child pornography, when children were just not, doing that. And they had somebody one time when I was in college sent me a picture of two old men, and they were naked in a room. I remember getting this email.
Oh, Lemon Party.
And
I've probably seen the same image.
And they had a kid sitting on a bed.
No, I haven't seen that image.
Right? And in my mind, I'd never thought about old people and children and sex, or anything wild like that. Wait. So I remember seeing it and be like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. But I remember seeing it and be like, what a crazy idea. Everybody is naked, and so life is naked. This is just it's almost like an art. Like this is how people, it's like this is when they're old and this is when they're young and these guys are, watching TV or whatever, I thought. So I sent it to everybody I knew. I was like, guys, this is so silly. And dude, I remember 2 years later running into an ex-girlfriend and she goes, well, what have you been up to with your life, right? She goes, yeah, well, nobody will forget that time that you sent that picture of two old men and a naked kid to everybody. You don't think I have talent? Well, let's see if I do,
Right, yeah.
So then I just got into stand-up, and I always like making people laugh. I used to do a similar thing when I was a child. At the lunch table, we'd get some kids who were mentals, or a couple of them might have been mentals, and a couple kids that were well, and we get there and sit them to make them drink milk. And then tell jokes and do stuff until one of them just blew milk out of their face, And if you get some straight up just couple mentals, boy, some straight up sawed off humans, you get them to straight up blow leche out their dome, dude. That's America right there. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I knew I was like, I got some kind of a gift here, I almost blew the throat out of this one boy.
Yeah.
Almost blew the throat out of this one boy named Tot. T-O-T was his name. Kind of a bad name too to be mentally challenged, but also easy for him to spell. And I'm not joking. That's what his father said. And easy for him to spell backward and forward. Same name, Tot. So that's true, man.
Was this guy's his name was Todd?
Yeah, dude. Why are you so laughing at him?
It's just a funny sounding name. That's all. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you're right. Like a quart, like an eighth of an ounce in its chest plate, bro. You can't even make a wish on their bones. You know, there's nothing in there.
Where do you get all those hamsters from?
That's well, they breed them in our town. I used to work for this group. They used to sell tattooed hamsters and guinea pigs after.
They tattoo them?
Yeah, they used to brand them with concerts and raves. They would say it's tattooed just to make people not be as sad about it. But it was a brand, bro.
Of what?
With like heat and ink, bro.
For what? Like, what did it say?
311, Green Day, anything like of different bands that were coming to town. Toadies. Swear to God, bro. Toadies, Acid Bath. Who else? Rave. Whatever, bro. We used to truck these hamps into the city and fucking vend them, bro. We did, man. Because there wasn't much work in our town, dude. You know, you had to get what you could get, and they had a man that bred hamsters, and then they had to do the tattoos, and they fucking met up, and that was a merger. That's big business, you know. And they started
A merger?
They started doing it.
Man, I got me some 300 mouse in my house and shit. And some other guy's like, you know what, man? I'm a pretty good tattoo artist.
That's Louisiana.
And that's it. A merger is formed.
That means someone listening to this right now has had a hamster with like a band label on it. Like,
Who the fuck buys a hamster? Listen, if I went to a concert, do you think I'm bringing a hamster home with fucking ACDC? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm gonna be fucked up the whole night with this hamster in my
But
pocket.
when you leave, Coco, when you leave the place, that's when we get you, bro. You get it there. People are leaving. They're on ecstasy pills. They're on Molly. You leave. You get that fucking hams. You get that warm little piece of God in their hands. They buy it every time. I really feel like I grew up in the stray animal belt of Louisiana, and they don't really have this anymore because everybody has pets now. But they had a long time where there was just, I felt like thousands of strays running around. Like Joey Diaz, he got bit by animals. I got jumped by a bunch of cats on my birthday once, dude. I'm not even joking, dude. And one of them, I swear to God, some of them got me on the ground, and one of them came off a fucking rooftop from next door. I swear to God, I still remember a couple of them were getting me and looking back and seeing one come from something in the air. And they had tons of stray animals where I was from. You had to infuse that in everything you did, wherever you went, or if you were going to bike or play ball.
Jumped by a bunch of
Cats. And that'll make you feel like a little bitch, too. I mean, first of all, your dad's dying, and now there's cats jumping you. It's just really...
So wait, let's talk about, I mean, I don't know.
Do you guys sleep in the same bed or not?
What?
What?
Is this real?
Yeah.
Why would
Is
you
this
ask that?
real? Yeah. What? We've been married for 1,000,000 years.
Yeah.
15
Exactly.
years.
Yeah, then you go on tour with it. So,
Okay.
yeah, like I got Richmond. I mean, we got a bunch of cities. We've been on tour most of this fall.
Okay.
So most of the
And you
weekends.
shoot all of them, and then
No. You just shoot a couple nights in one place for the special.
And you wear the same Do you wear the same outfit?
Yeah, you get same outfit, but different items.
Like
So different.
props.
No, one shirt, same shirt. You know what I'm saying?
So like two of the same.
Yeah, two of the same
You're
shirt.
not because you're not all sweaty from the night before.
Yeah, dude. I mean, does one of us have autism? This is the most insane communication I've been in. Two of the same shirts.
I mean, you gotta give it to him like a riddle. He was like sitting there, like, all right, I have one shirt, but it's the same, but it's two.
Twice.
Yeah.
I have two shirts the same that are one. It's like, answer now, you fucking die.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, but
We're not doing well, man. I used to be into like powerlifting and everything, dude. I used to be jacked back in the day.
Really?
I was an animal, dude. I was fucking
Were you on them
sprinkling
steroids?
protein powder under my.
Were you
under
on
my,
them steroids,
I was
though?
on steroids for a while when I was young, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
You were on
I was on
steroids?
testosterone, something. Yeah.
You just decided to run a stack just to get jacked?
Yeah, it was like a southern stack. It was like testosterone and like Crisco or something.
I was gonna say
Yeah, it was
gravy,
bad, yeah.
fucking test and gravy, deck
Yeah.
of D-ball and fucking fried chicken,
Bad, dude, yeah. Oh, I was so jacked.
and
One time-
Mountain Dew Red.
Dude, I was so jacked at one point, I couldn't use Q-tips in my ears because I couldn't get my...
Really?
Yeah.
Is there pictures online of this?
I don't know. There might be, man.
Fucking find that shit.
It might be.
You were just doing it just to try it out or what?
I mean, if you want to really know when I really think back on what I was doing,
Yeah, I'd love that.
I was just...
How old were you, first of all?
Yeah, I was... Let me see. 17 or 18. Nope, it was after that. That's when I got involved in this damn cult.
What The fuck?
Whatever.
Is that a real cold?
Yeah, bro.
Are you not on set there?
That's out in Reseda, dude.
What are you doing?
Huh?
Why are you doing
Looking
that?
for the Lord, brother. What do you think I was doing? Same thing you probably were. But
Hey, man. What are you...
yeah, bro. Whatever, dude. You never hung around black people? Things happen, bro.
No. Bro, it looks like you're in, like, Africa there.
Yeah, I
hanging out
wasn't,
with
dude.
the
I was
Aborigines.
probably out east of Santa Clarita.
And you were just trying to blend in?
Just an adult. Yeah, dude. It's rural. It gets pretty rural out there.
How long were you out there?
Oh, dude, long enough, bro. Long enough to catch the sweats, you know? Long enough to put a warp zone in your spirit. I was out there, dude, eating fucking dolphin dandruff, doing dope. Out there, boy. Playing Color Me Mine with my own body. Living out there, boy. Making pottery out of my dick. But I'll tell you this, man. What were we talking about? Oh, steroids.
Oh, steroids. Before you were in a cult.
Yeah, man.
Damn, doing dick pottery.
Dude, I've been in some.
Aborigines.
That's the dark arts, bro. I've been in the dark arts.
You've been in some dark places, man.
Dude.
There's some Theo darkness there, bro.
I think you would have made a good BMX rider.
Really, dude? Thanks, man. I get so scared sometimes if I'm going real fast on wheels. You know, that shit freaks me out, man. Because I'll start daydreaming, you know, and I'm like, fuck.
Really?
Yeah, it's a tough mix.
That's
But
a good feeling. You ever go on one of those motorized scooters around here? You said you're Ubering. You ever take the birds of the limes?
every morning to the
That's
gym,
so
boy.
good, right?
So good. Dude, the tough part, though, I got real lean calves, you know, because a lot of my family, my great-grandfather didn't even have legs, so you got to expect that, you know, I'm going to have lean calves. We're just still sprouting them out, you know?
You're still working on the family lineage of
Dude,
having
it'll be
legs.
another 3 generations before we got some fucking, you know, beefy low pieces in our genes.
How far is the gym, though, on the bird?
It's 1 mile.
Okay.
But it's nice, man. I roll up fast on it now. And I started braking real hard right when I get there.
Right. Do a little skid?
Yeah,
You
a
can't
little.
really do a skid on there, can you?
No, you can stop kind of aggressively.
You can kind of maybe kick it out a little bit. I don't know.
You got to make the sound with your mouth, but you can do it.
Yeah, no, I was on one downtown recently
Oh,
with one of my
damn,
friends.
bro.
Oh my god, it was so fun! But I whacked my fucking ankle. My ankle blew up. It looked like I had a baseball growing out of my ankle.
Yeah.
Those things are a little like, I can't believe that they just are letting like 60-year-old ladies hop on those potentially. Like, there's a lot of liability there.
Oh, I saw a lady get fucking really capped out over there off of Westwood Boulevard, bro. Groceries and everything.
Really?
You know? Dude, no joke. Some guy called 911 and yelled, "This bitch is down," right? I was like, okay. We've kind of devolved a little bit as a human species.
That's amazing. It's got to, like,
I
imagine
love
being that
that,
911 operator,
Yeah.
hearing that. The bitch is down. Like, that's actually what she writes down in the fucking paperwork. Could happen.
Dude, could you imagine what 911 operators hear?
Yeah.
You know, you can text 911. I texted him one time. This ginger dude was bothering me.
What happened?
And
A ginger dude was bothering you. What do you mean by that?
Yeah. And
Just on the
yeah, he
street?
was bothering me 100%, you know. And so I texted, "Hey, this ginger's bothering me," you know, to 911, and they hit me right back.
I haven't slept I've slept 3 hours in like 2.5 days. I'm a
Wow.
very bad sleeper.
Yeah, well, but you're
What-
very good at getting blown.
Do you sleep in a bed?
Yeah.
Where else do you think he might sleep?
It's Jim Norton, dude.
No, I guess you might ask the question.
In a cocoon? In who fucking knows, dude?
You're right.
In a strong man's arms.
Yes. In an apple.
Yeah, dude. In a fucking hammock in a dark tree.
No, you're right. I spend every morning with him. Sometimes I take things for granted. You should not be assuming things when you walk in the door.
Yeah, no.
Do you sleep in a bed? It's just an earnest question.
One of my favorite things to do is to see the pictures that you guys post on your show Instagram, and it's always like you're getting ready for the show, and then Jim is in like a Voldemort hood somewhere. And
I've got all my
joke,
papers
it makes my absolute life every day.
I got all my papers ready. I'm like, all right, it's showtime, baby. Let's do it. Let's knock one out of the park. And Jim, he does. He's got his Roots of Fight hoodie pulled over his head, just slumped over.
He's raising crows in his heart. I got two of my crazy memories. One time, some dude laughed so hard at the show, he came out of the closet to his buddies just right in front of him. Swear to God, he's just like, I'm gay! It like fucking literally like jarred something in his stem, you know? And his buddies are like, what the fuck, dude? It's right up by the front.
You made him laugh so hard, he just admitted he's gay.
One of his buddies spit milk or spill it on, not milk, beer.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gay.
Yeah. And his buddies are like, what the fuck, dude? And it was awkward because it seemed kind of real.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've had people say a lot of stuff. You're like, that guy's retarded. But this guy seemed like he might have been honestly homosexual. And then the other time that I really bombed was, because I'm not trying to fucking, you know, bringing anybody to the other side of the sexual ledger, you know? But the other time that I really had a tough time was at University of South Florida or Central Florida, one or the other. And people are always like, well, which one was it? And I'm like, well, who gives a fuck which one it was?
I agree.
Yeah.
Same, right?
Yeah,
same, but different.
Yeah. No matter what, obviously I'm not in a cool city in Florida. You know? So, but they brought me out and I bombed, dude. Bombed right in the beginning. I've been doing comedy like 3 years and I bombed. And it was this thing like battled the bands for their school. They booed me off the stage. It was like 800 people booed me. Some guy booed me with an American flag, like I wasn't American, you know? And I'm sure you've probably dealt with some of this shit. But it's like some guy like waving an American flag and booing, you know?
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just going backstage, which is still America, you fucking muppet. But
Did you like wave?
Dude. Well, at first I thought he was supporting me. This is the worst part. So I saluted him, right? Even though I was never in ROTC, right? And I hated those fucking dudes. I didn't hate them, but it was like really a bunch of just like fucking closeted gay dudes at our school that were running around after school with wooden guns.
Yeah.
And you'd see them in the hallway like fucking taking cover and shit behind some lockers with wooden guns. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
They're just lost souls, man. Just trying to figure life out.
Yeah, dude, totally.
It's the only lane they fell in.
And one of them like got in trouble for sneaking a walkie-talkie in ROTC, you know? Because they're not supposed to have anything but wooden guns. God, and they were just watching the cheerleaders dance. They're just perverts.
Yeah.
But they had on like uniforms, you know?
The misfits in uniforms. Yeah.
So I saluted the dude, you know? But but he was like against me.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. Because then I was like, oh, yeah, we're buddies. And then he was fucking against me.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
So I had to go backstage. Well, what they didn't know was I was emceeing the evening. So I had to come back out on a stage 5 more times between each act and introduce the next act.
Every time you come on, would they boo?
Oh, they boo every time. Until the 4th time, it became so funny that they were doing it every time that then it like gave me a chance to like get back in their graces.
Yeah, you're
you
like,
know?
all right, cool, man.
Like I'd been pushed so far out that they're like, fuck no. So I've never related really with like redneck culture or anything like that, but we just grew up in like kind of like a rural white area kind of. So you get a lot of like, you know, people just bend in the rule like
y'all hunting, y'all get in the back of each other's pickup trucks and quads at 3 a.m. drinking
No.
beer, shooting guns down there.
No.
You're not.
We had like a lady down the street that was we had a lady down the street that would do substitute teaching. She was a substitute teacher, and she was like banging like a couple of the kids, and they were like also like mechanics, and then one of them would like get drunk and chase us around the church like field in his car, like in a sedan.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I mean, not exact, like not. I guess like different than what you're saying exactly.
So, okay,
That's
but
a little
that's
different from the quad.
Yeah, but also like,
But it's
like,
a lot of it's almost like hunting, really. Somebody's getting molested, somebody's hunting.
Yeah, all right.
There's a lot of like, there's some discrepancy, but you know, a lot of.
Was that the same guy that made you look at his ball from episode?
No, dude, we had this one guy. He used to give us maybe $4 or something, and he'd to look in his ass, bro. And he'd walk about like 20 feet off and hold his ass open. As long as we looked, we got the money. So just shit like that, just bored people.
Partner? Did he
you
have
know?
who made sure you looked? How could he?
Who made sure you got paid? That's
knew.
what I want to know.
He gave the money first.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Because that would be a shitty deal.
At a certain point, you were kind of grandfathered in. If he knew you were going to look, you kind of got the money up front.
Your grandfather did.
Well, we lived by a rest area, dude. A lot of like gay men would meet up back there and make out, you know. Bro, look, one time I worked on a pilot set on a TV pilot about 8 months ago, and they had fake cocaine B12 out there.
Really?
I probably did 6 grams of it.
You were really snorting it?
Yeah. Dude, I was off to the side just practicing, bro.
For the movie?
In case I come
or
off the
just-
sidelines.
You're starting
you
to feel
me?
good. B12's supposed to feel
dude,
good,
yeah,
right?
Look, bro, I felt great, man.
Wow.
Your friend that remember we talked about your friend that killed somebody?
Yeah.
What are you talking
Dude,
about?
Hold on. Without obviously no details, you don't do.
Look how sad his face got.
No, wait a minute though. Tell again. What did he say about it? What?
Well, so you don't know this.
No.
Yeah, I have a friend who killed someone, and he said that it
felt awesome.
Was the most relaxing thing he's ever done.
What?
And I'll say this, man. I'm close with him, but not super close. But he's not the kind of guy that would lie about something like that.
Just go to fucking Arizona. Different state. Nevada. Different state. Colorado. Very different. I mean, that to me you start to see different lines of people's lives. And to me, it makes me go, well, something's got to be. I don't know what it is. I'm not smart enough, but I know it's a thing.
No. And we may know one day, or Joe Rogan might tell us.
Rogan does know.
But
and it's annoying. He keeps it in that fucking pod thing he sleeps in, that water thing. That's where he gets the drippings of knowledge come from there. Too.
Oh, dude, I saw him one time eating facts out of a glowing bag one time.
Really?
Yeah, totally.
Because I've heard this and I've never seen it before.
Totally, man. It's in his glove
He's
box.
endless. You know, he says he loves to play pool. It's not. The crack of the balls gives him the secrets.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I've heard it a few times. And I was like, what is
Zeus
that?
with the planets.
That's exactly right. When they smash, then he gets all this knowledge. It's really insane.
I'm like, do I use this one to break? He's like, no, that's Neptune. That goes back in the formation.